Hey, CEDH time here. I'm Braden. I want to go over some of the potential CEDH changes that are happening to Commander. I guess they're just Commander changes. I don't really like the idea of banning Thoracle or rhystic. I think that the Magic the Gathering community, Wizards of the Coast, should basically let us have fun in our power high bracket um, format, and that all these lower tier brackets that want more structure, they can just choose not to play those cards. It could be frowned upon to play with Oracle in anything besides CEDH if you really want. You could have a conversation before the game starts. Hey, no Rhystic study this game. Hey, no Oracle this game. That's simple, and then people won't put them in their decks. You can even have like cards, alternate cards, to swap out if someone at your group is playing Power 3 and you're sitting here with your Power 3 deck, but you for some reason are playing Rhystic, then you can swap it out with another card. So I think that lower brackets need to just stop trying to control the CEDH meta by taking over and banning things for casual. Now that's controversial, but that's what I feel. I feel like Thoracle is great for the format. I feel like Rhystic is great for the format. Without Rhystic, you're going to have people going turbo fast, like turbo fast. Some of the only cards in the game that can really stop people from winning on turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 is Fish and Rhystic. So every time they have an action, you can respond and potentially draw into a way to stop them. And even that sometimes isn't enough. I mean, I've fed a Fish and I've fed a Rhystic lots of cards and still been able to get the win through all of those card draws. Sometimes you might need 2 people at the table to have Rhystic in order to really effectively stop the turbo player from turboing. So I think that, if anything, I think that Rhystic is really good for the format. Also, I think that the other idea of the hybrid mana is super cool. Anytime that Wizards or the community want to empower CEDH, or give us more powerful spells or combinations of spells and see what happens, I think that's always a fun thing. I think that's the better way to look at it than to restrict it super heavily, is to just open up the floodgates and give us more powerful stuff. I think Cedh is going to be crazy awesome in like a Rogthras deck, since it's just colorless red instead of red white, like with the hybrid mana. You might see some pretty epic combos with it. You can have like Staff of Domination might come into the meta again. You could have Cedh in a Grixis pile, which would be really cool. Another thing is Loris, the colorless black white hybrid, is like a Grixis dream. And now that it could potentially be in Grixis, even though you're not in white, that could be pretty awesome. Just getting your Underworld Breach back, getting your Thoracle back from the graveyard, like casting any spell, any permanent spell with CMC 2 or less from your graveyard once per turn. It's pretty broken, pretty awesome. So I'm all in favor from that. I mean, Grixis is actually getting a host of really great cards. Let me look and see. Cedh could be in Grixis. You have Wild Canter, which is normally like in Grixis, you don't have like a creature mana rock really, and this is red and green for the hybrid, but green has like a host of them, so you would never play this over like a bop or something. So yeah, but sacrifice Wild Canter, add 1 mana of any color, so that's could see play. Vexing Shusher, that's pretty spicy for red decks. It's a creature, 2/2 creature, hybrid mana, red green. So for 2 red, you can play Vexing Shusher and make it, and then you just pay 1 red mana, and target spell can't be countered. Like, that's crazy. You can make tons. You can imagine you land like a Jessica's Will. You have your Vexing Shusher on the field, and you just start using your red mana to make everything uncounterable. That would be super fun, super cool. Of course, you have Metamorphose. That's a given, going to be fantastic. In fact, that goes infinite in my Kark deck, which is going to be really fun. Yeah, so I think it's going to be great. You're actually probably gonna see Guttural Response, counter target blue instant spell for red and green decks. You might see that for in play. Fiend Artisan for Grixis decks again. Comes into play with a +1/+1 counter for each card in your creature card in your graveyard, and you can pay X and then a hybrid black or green. So in a Grixis, you just pay the black, tap it, sacrifice another creature, search your library for a creature card with mana X or less, put it onto the battlefield, shuffle your library. It can only be done at sorcery speed, so it is what it is, but still, great card to add to the Grixis pile for certain decks. I think that would be really fun to see what happens and shake up the meta a little bit. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. I think we should keep Thoracle, keep rhystic, and let us use the hybrids for whatever color deck we want to put it in. Have a good night, guys.